So, yes, speaking of cloaks, we got our first unofficial but official look at the mighty Thor, because leaks give us our first look, as tends to be the case now with Marvel. But, yeah, we know what Jane Foster's outfit is going to look like.
Mm.
Uh,
And it's not exactly what I wanted.
it's
It's
not,
close.
huh?
It's
I
close.
wonder why. What's up with it?
It's very well. It's clearly not. It's a more Thor look, if that makes sense. Like she's got the six plates
Mm-hmm.
on the torso. You know, it's not just a straight booby plate, chest plate
So,
with a little bit of leather in the waist. Like she's got the belt. She's got a half skirt. The design elements are there. It's just in my head, I was like, well, if Sam can get a one-to-one of his suit, then why can't Jane? But
see, I had to go back and look at that cover of the old What If from way back in like the 80s, where it's like,
yeah, it's just very much more that one.
and I think they took elements of both and melded them together for the specific reason that if they went comic, like one to one MCU comic accurate to their recent runs, I think it would honestly clash with Thor's outfit too much because coincidentally enough, Thor is back in his Age of Ultron
I was
outfit.
gonna say it's it's not exactly like the Age of Ultron one, but it's very similar to the Dark World where it has the gold.
Yeah,
Right?
it's very. It's a weird.
It's more Odin.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
more like no, he's not. He's no longer just the Prince of Asgard. He, in theory, should be the King of Asgard, but he gave that over to Valkyrie. So they've made him more Odin like.
Yeah, which I guess it does make sense. You know,
It just breaks it up a little bit, but
yeah. And I think that's sort of the thing we're seeing between the three, because Valkyrie's also on it. They wanted all three of them to have distinct, different-ish looks from one another. So I think they put him in that outfit because, like you said, like there's some of that gold, like Odin, so that's
mm,
going to do its thing. Jane, they're kind of taking the comic outfit, doing the MCU layers on it, and then doing a couple bends there with her first What If
mm.
story, which I like. And then Valkyrie looks like she kind of has the outfit we saw her last in, but it's just slightly changed up, so it's
I
fine.
just hope they make her look better because I didn't. I know the white and gold look she had was essentially the old Valkyrie suit. I wasn't a fan of how it came out.
Mm,
Respect the whole the choice. Did not like the execution. I preferred her with the
yeah,
black, but that's nothing there. At the end of the day, Jane has her helmet.
yeah.
That's the important thing
I
here.
I honestly think like for what we see in that grainy look, and again,
The
this is
grainy picture of a shirt.
yeah, it's
Just like I
I
can
think it
see.
pretty much looks as perfect as I thought it was going to look. And I
Yeah,
think when
I
we
say
see it, you
it
know,
looks good. It
yeah.
looks good.
Well,
I'm sure it'll look better when it's actually not a grainy shirt print.
yeah. Oh, it's just like, oh, this is what we got, huh? All right. That's
I saw that and I was like, is this fake? Is this
yeah.
fake? And it's like, oh no, there's film crew stuff coming out. Go, go,
And you
go.
know that that's the stuff that's made so far in advance that it changed. Like you look at the old Shang-Chi designs for what we thought it was going to look like, and then you look at the final design, you're like, it's sort of in vain of what leaked very early on,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's like that, you know, production of toys starts a year and a half before they're even shooting the thing
Yeah.
now. So it's like, yeah,
It's that typical like, no, we've approved the concept art. We're gonna go that direction.
yep,
We're gonna use the concept art for promotional reasons, but some things just don't work on the practicality side of actually making the thing, so you have
hmm
to change some elements. So
and
you're gonna get, Captain Marvel has some slight tweaks between the
yeah,
concept art and what
and
she
you know,
came out looking like.
that's the thing with the like Iron Man 3 ran into that situation because they were never gonna use Iron Patriot in that part up until the whole conflicting with the rights and lawsuit and creation thing. And they're like, put Iron Patriot in there, so the Iron Patriot toys did not hit on time. So, because they
Yeah.
had to, you know, so it's like you don't want to get into that sticky situation again. So I get it. But I do like it. I think it looks personal. I think it looks great. I
Mm.
think once we see it on a poster, we're gonna be blown away, being like, yeah, that's they hit that one out of the
Mm.
ballpark. So it's
But there's one thing there's this one thing. She's holding Mjolnir.
Yep.
So everyone kind of figures she's going to have that anyway, but how does she get that? Is this all because multiverse stuff?
So, I don't know if it's the shirt and the wrinkliness of it or whatever, but if you zoom into that hammer, like zoom into it and carefully look at it, it looks like there is energy flowing through the cracks, like it's been reforged from the cracks of it. So,
that's an interesting way of taking it.
And maybe the multiverse could also play a part into it because, I mean, we've seen Mjolnir because, like, Captain America had it and then they had to go restore things back to order. But, like, I mean, again, we don't know how Loki's going to play into everything. So, for all we know, it could be a new Mjolnir, like, but it's, yeah, I think it's
I
the
like
whole
the
cracks.
idea of Thor kind of like metaphorically and literally putting the pieces back together.
Same. Yep. It
and
works.
then Jane comes along. She's like, "Hey, it's mine."
Oh, I've done it. I've put together the hammer. Yoink. No, you didn't.
What if he puts it back together and he can't lift it?
Oh, that'd
Even though
be
in Endgame he was
hilarious.
lifting it, but like if he puts it back,
Can you imagine the outrage? Oh, only a woman is worthy now. Brr, SJWs. Brr.
I mean, it's going to happen anyway.
Of course it is. Yeah, of course it is.
Like, even if he could, it's still going to be. They're worthy. They're not. They're women.
Why is He-Man? Why does she have to team up with Tila? That never happens. Happens in every episode of the cartoon. What were you watching? Brr, W's. It's going to be that all over again. So.
Yeah.
But hey, look, we're excited. Can't wait to see more of the mighty Thor. When we know more, which probably in a couple months, once the Lego sets leak, we'll know way more.
Yeah.
So give it 2 months. That's typically their window once the shirts hit.